In the early 16th century, the Indian subcontinent witnessed the rise of a young warrior from Central Asia, Babur, a descendant of Timur and Genghis Khan. Born in 1483 in Fergana, Babur inherited a small kingdom, but was driven by ambition to conquer larger territories. His military campaigns led him to India, where the fractured regional kingdoms presented both challenges and opportunities. In 1526, Babur faced Ibrahim Lodi at the First Battle of Panipat, a decisive encounter that changed the course of Indian history. Utilizing superior tactics and innovative artillery, Babur defeated a numerically larger army and laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire. His victory was not only a military triumph, but also the beginning of a dynasty that would influence politics, culture, and art for centuries. Babur documented his experiences in the Baburnama, offering insights into his strategic mind, his appreciation for nature, and his vision for a prosperous empire. Though his reign was brief, Babur established the political and cultural framework for his successors, setting the stage for one of India's most remarkable dynasties. The Mughal Empire, under Babur, blended Central Asian traditions with Indian realities, sowing the seeds of a long-lasting legacy. Babur's death in 1530 left the young Humayun as his successor, inheriting a fledgling empire still vulnerable to internal and external threats. Humayun's reign was marked by both promise and instability. His early rule faced revolts from Afghan nobles and challenges from ambitious rivals, most notably Sher Shah Suri. A series of military defeats forced Humayun into exile in Persia, where he spent years building alliances and learning administrative techniques from the Persian court. Despite these setbacks, Humayun returned to India in 1555, regaining control over the empire with the help of loyal allies and refined strategies. Umayyads struggles highlighted the fragility of empire building in a politically fragmented landscape and the importance of diplomacy alongside military strength. Although his reign was cut short by an accidental death in 1556, Humayun's efforts ensured the continuity of the Mughal dynasty. His son, Akbar, would inherit not only the throne, but also lessons in governance, resilience, and the complexities of ruling a diverse and vast empire. Humayun's story is one of perseverance, underscoring the challenges of consolidating power in an era of shifting alliances and constant conflict. Akbar, who ascended the throne at the young age of 13, would become the most celebrated Mughal emperor, remembered for his visionary leadership and cultural contributions. Through strategic diplomacy and unmatched military skill, Akbar expanded the Mughal Empire to encompass most of northern and central India. He introduced innovative administrative systems, including land revenue reforms and a centralized bureaucracy, which strengthened governance and ensured stability across diverse regions. Beyond politics, Akbar's reign was a period of remarkable cultural flourishing. He promoted religious tolerance, engaging with scholars from different faiths, and even attempting to synthesize beliefs through his policy of Salikul. Akbar's court became a hub for artists, poets, and architects, leading to the construction of magnificent palaces, forts, and gardens. His patronage of the arts fostered a distinct Mughal style, blending Persian, Indian, and Central Asian influences. Akbar's legacy is not only in territorial expansion, but also in the social and cultural cohesion he nurtured, by combining strength, wisdom, and a visionary approach to governance. Akbar set the standard for his successors, ensuring that the Mughal Empire would remain a dominant force for generations. Following, Akbar Jahangir ascended the throne, continuing the tradition of stability and cultural patronage. Known for his refined taste and love for nature, Jahangir maintained peace within the empire while fostering artistic innovation, particularly in painting and architecture. His era was characterized by flourishing trade, efficient administration, and consolidation of Mughal authority across India. Shah Jahan, Jahangir's son, would later epitomize the grandeur of Mughal rule through monumental architecture. Most famously, Shah Jahan commissioned the Taj Mahal, an enduring symbol of love and artistic mastery. Under his reign, the Mughal Empire reached new heights in infrastructure, urban planning, and cultural achievements. The emperors focused not only on expansion but also on nurturing a cohesive empire where art, literature, and music thrived alongside governance. The era of Jahangir and Shah Jahan reflected the Mughals' commitment to legacy, blending administration, military strength, and cultural brilliance. These rulers transformed the subcontinent into a center of world-class architecture and arts, leaving behind monuments that continue to inspire admiration centuries later. Their contributions underscore the Mughal ethos of harmony between power and creativity. Aurangzeb, the last of the great Mughal emperors, ascended the throne in 1658. His reign marked both the territorial zenith of the empire and the beginning of ideological shifts that would shape its decline. Aurangzeb expanded Mughal authority into southern India, bringing vast regions under centralized control. He was known for his strict adherence to Islamic orthodoxy and his efforts to impose conservative policies, including higher taxes on non-Muslims. While these measures strengthened the empire's administrative control, they also created resentment among various communities, sowing seeds of unrest. Despite his austere rule, Aurangzeb continued the Mughal tradition of military strategy, governance, and cultural patronage, though less prominently than his predecessors. His reign illustrated the challenges of managing a vast and diverse empire, balancing personal convictions with political pragmatism. The empire reached unparalleled territorial extent under Aurangzeb, yet internal dissent, coupled with regional uprisings, foreshadowed the eventual fragmentation of Mughal authority. Aurangzeb's legacy is complex, a combination of expansion, strict governance, and the unintended consequences of policies that would challenge the empire's cohesion. By the late 18th century, the Mughal Empire, once a symbol of power and cultural brilliance, began to fragment under internal strife, regional uprisings, and foreign invasions. Successors of Aurangzeb struggled to maintain centralized control, while emerging powers like the Maratha Sikhs and British East India Company challenged Mughal dominance. Yet, the empire's legacy endured far beyond its political decline. The architectural marvels, from forts and mosques to palaces and gardens, remain some of the finest examples of artistic achievement in history. Mughal contributions to literature, music, and cuisine continue to influence Indian culture today. Their model of governance, administrative innovations, and cultural syncretism left lasting imprints on the subcontinent. The story of the Mughal Badshah is a testament to ambition, vision, and the complexities of ruling a vast and diverse land. While the dynasty faded politically, its cultural and historical significance continues to captivate scholars, artists, and the public worldwide. The Mughal era reminds us that true legacy lies not only in power but in the art, ideas, and societal transformations that survive the passage of time. The story of the Mughal Badshah is more than a tale of kings and battles. It is a journey through centuries of ambition, culture, and innovation. From Babur's first victories to Akbar's enlightened rule, Shah Jahan's architectural marvels, and Aurangzeb's territorial expansion, the Mughal Empire shaped the Indian subcontinent in profound ways. While the dynasty eventually declined, its influence on art, architecture, governance, and society remains undeniable. The monuments, literature, and traditions they left behind continue to inspire and connect us to a rich and complex history. The Mughal legacy reminds us that true power is not only measured by territory or conquest, but by the enduring impact of ideas, culture, and vision. As we reflect on their achievements and challenges, we are reminded of an era when leadership, creativity, and ambition came together to leave a mark that transcends time. The history of the Mughal Badshah endures, inviting us to explore, understand, and appreciate a remarkable chapter in the story of India.